My name is Parul and today we will explore one of the most exciting developments in Power BI within Microsoft Fabric, DAX User-Defined Functions. Let's start with a basic block in DAX, add columns, which helps us to add a new calculated column to a table expression. In this case, we want to show the total number of log actions each user has performed. We use all that returns all distinct users, ignoring filters. Total actions is the name of the new calculated column, and the expression calculate counts the total number of rows in the logs table. Now let's say we want to calculate the median number of actions across all users. It's a common need, but one that often repeats across reports and models. So here we are wrapping the same logic inside MEDIANX to find the median of those totals. The MEDIANX function first takes a table, in our case the list of users along with their total actions, and then a numeric expression. Let us convert that logic into a reusable function. So here we are defining a new function called median logs using the define function block. It doesn't take any parameters yet, that's why you see the empty parenthesis. Inside the function, we create a variable called user totals, which uses add columns to build a table of all users along with their total action count. That part is identical to what we have been doing so far. Then we return it directly from this function. Finally, when we call median logs in the evaluate statement, it runs the function and gives us the median log count in one clean reusable step. Now let's take our DAX user-defined function one step further by adding both parameters and filters. Here we are defining a new function called median actions per user filtered, a more flexible version of our earlier median examples. This function takes two parameters, log table, which represents the source table containing user activity, and the other one is minimum actions, which is a numeric threshold that sets the minimum number of actions to include. Now let's look at the parameter types used here, any reference, expression, and any value. These are part of the new type system for DAX UDFs in Fabric, which makes functions more structured and self-descriptive. The first one, any reference expression, refers to a table expression or a table reference. The keyword reference means it is passed by reference, so the function operates directly on that table or expression. It allows you to pass any dataset like web logs, mobile logs, or even a calculated table, making the function completely reusable across data sources. The second one, any value, represents a scalar value, a single number or a text. In this example, minimum actions is defined as any value because it is a single numeric threshold, not a table. Together, these parameter types make your UDFs strongly typed, meaning they are easier to validate, more predictable, and ready for enterprise scale governance. They also bring DAX closer to traditional programming, where you can define functions with clear inputs, outputs, and reusable logic. Next, inside the function, we first create a variable called user totals. This builds a table of all users and their total action counts using the same familiar DAX pattern, add columns and calculate. Then we define filtered totals, which filters that table to include only those users whose total actions are greater than or equal to the minimum actions threshold. Finally, we pass that filtered table into MEDIANX to calculate the median number of actions per user. Now when we call median actions per user filtered logs2, the function returns the median number of actions per user, but only for users who performed at least 2 actions. So to summarize, this function takes any log-like table and any threshold value, applies a filter dynamically, and returns the median of filtered totals. It is clean, parameterized, and modular, exactly the kind of semantic modeling Fabric is evolving toward.